The Rouge Pendant, A Love Beyond Time. Part 1, A Fateful Meeting. In 1934, Hong Kong's Shek Tong Tsui district was full of life and music. Inside the Red Mansion, a famous entertainment house, a young woman named Fleur was the most requested performer. She was elegant and carried a quiet sadness in her eyes. One evening, a rich young man from a traditional family, Chan Chenpang, walked into the Red Mansion. He was handsome and known as 12th Master in his social circle. When he heard Fleur singing a sad old melody, he was immediately captivated. For him, she was different from anyone he had ever met. Despite coming from completely different worlds, he from wealth, she from hardship, they fell deeply in love. Chenpang ignored his family's strict rules and visited Fleur every day. He gave her expensive gifts, but the most precious one was a beautiful rouge pendant. This small pendant made for holding makeup became their secret promise of love. Chenpang had a pair of them. He kept one and gave the other to Fleur. "As long as we have these," he said, "we will find each other no matter what." Part 2, A Forbidden Love. Chenpang's family was furious. They had already chosen a bride for him, a girl from another wealthy family. His mother visited Fleur. Without raising her voice, she made it painfully clear. "A woman from your world can never marry into our family. You are just a passing amusement for him." Heartbroken but determined, the young couple decided to run away. Chenpang left his luxurious home to live with Fleur in a small, simple apartment. For a while, they were happy just being together, but reality was harsh. Chenpang had never worked a day in his life. He tried to learn opera to earn money but faced constant humiliation. Money quickly ran out. The stress and disappointment drew them into the dangerous habit of smoking opium. Their dreams began to fade like smoke in their tiny room. Fleur watched the man she loved grow weaker and more discouraged each day. In her despair, a terrible idea took shape. She believed true love meant being together forever, in life and in death. Part 3, A Promise Broken. One cold night, Fleur made a plan. She added a large amount of sleeping pills to some wine. With tears in her eyes, she proposed a toast to being together in the next life. They drank, and she also swallowed raw opium. Before they lost consciousness, they agreed on a code, the numbers 3811. This would be their secret sign when they met again after death. Fleur died that night, but Chenpang did not. His body was found and doctors saved his life. When he woke up, Fleur was gone. Overwhelmed by fear and weakness, he did not try to follow her. He went on living, carrying the heavy secret and guilt. Part 4, A Ghost Search. Fleur's spirit waited at the gates of the afterlife for over 50 years, but Chenpang never came. Confused and heartbroken, she made a daring choice. She would return to the world of the living to find him. The year was now 1987. Hong Kong had changed beyond recognition. The lively streets of her memory were now filled with tall, gray buildings. Wearing her old-fashioned dress, her ghost approached a young newspaper reporter named Yuan. "I need to find someone," she said calmly. "We promised to meet on March 8th, 1934. Yuan was skeptical but intrigued by her mysterious manner and old-fashioned speech. With the help of his modern, pragmatic girlfriend Ah Chor, they began to investigate. Checking old newspaper records, they discovered the shocking truth. Rich heir survives suicide pact with dancer. Ah Chor angrily confronted Fleur. "You tried to kill him, you poisoned his wine," she accused. Fleur, faced with this painful truth she had refused to see, was devastated. The love story she had held onto for decades suddenly seemed like a crime. Part 5, The Final Meeting. Yuan finally tracked down Chenpang. He was no longer the dashing 12th Master. He was now an old, poor man working as a lowly extra in a film studio. Life and opium had ruined him. Fleur went to see him. In a dark corner of the studio, the old man was smoking. She softly sang the same old song from their first meeting. Hearing the melody, the old man slowly looked up. His eyes were cloudy, but for a second, a flicker of memory and recognition appeared. Fleur looked at his wrinkled face, his worn-out clothes. All her anger and decades of longing faded away, replaced by a deep, quiet sadness. The passionate young man she loved existed only in her memory. She quietly took off the rouge pendant, which she had worn for over half a century. She placed it gently in the old man's hand. "I'm giving this back to you," she said softly. "I won't wait any more." Then she turned and walked away, finally free from the past. The old man stared at the pendant in his hand, too stunned to speak, as the ghost of his first love disappeared forever.